Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself before. I am Rizma Fadillah, and today is individual presentation 12 is the topic about discussion film. The title is Perfect is a perfect fit. A perfect fit. It is film from Indonesia which show on 2021. This film have a story more interesting. That first is about romance, and let's move to reviews the films. Sasuke and Ryo also experience the same thing in the film A Perfect Fit. Both are trapped in a situation of not loving their respective life partners, which ended differently with the matchmaking done. Okay, the first side from the title A Perfect Fit, which is indeed a romantic genre, it will certainly present some romantic scenes. There are countless romantic moments and scenes in this film that make my heart flutter. Starting from the moment when Sasuke set foot in Ryo's shop after being forced to follow the wishes of his friend Andra as Laura Teuk, who believed in the prophecy that Saxi would meet his true partner after 3 rounds. Sasuke unplanned present surprise Ryo, who was still working on finishing his shoe shop. However, he could not be enchanted by Sasuke's beauty and allowed the girl to choose shoes in his shop. Not only this, does he help Sasuke find the right shoes, Ryo, who is free spirited and likes challenge, even encourage Sasuke to see the world from a different perspective, until they are finally involved in an exciting adventure in Bali and meet various heart-opening events. Um, Moments like this are very familiar in many films and other romantic dramas, but that tell the story of people who fall in love with each other because of a miracle. And then from the story that I read, this is make the title is a a fit perfect from the title. And then Bali may often be setting for many Indonesian films. Its natural beauty is unquestionable. However, how many Indonesian films do not take a Balinese setting but also make their traditions and culture the breath of the story? It doesn't feel like much. The film A Perfect Fit actually raises the charm of nature on locality quite well. We are introduced to a variety of Balinese culture. The film features Tenganan village, um, the oldest village and port of ancient Bali called Bali Aga. Reading texts from Lontar's and Coastal Heritage and the traditions of mood wrestling of Mempantingan. In addition, there are also customs about getting married, how to match the weton to other traditions that maybe not many people know about this, even though this culture is present as a reinforcement for the story. It can still be understood by viewers from outside Bali. Danny did not marry Sasuke because his father felt that Danny was only taking advantage of Sasuke's inheritance. Meanwhile, Ryo Andra's stories run aground because Ryo accidentally told the craftsman that he didn't really love Andra. Just one sense, one heartbreak, and the world turned for Ryo and Sasuke. Okay, for the next slide, talking about characters. The main character is Nadia Arin as Sasuke. The second is Georgino Abraham as Dani. and the third Reval Hadi as Rio, and the last Laura Teuk as Andra. And then supporting character there is Ada Matias Mukus as Father Dani, and Ayu Laksmi as Mother Saski, and then Yayu Unru as Pak Ketut pengrajin sepatu, and then Christine Hakim as Peramal. Okay, and I will explain about what the characters from the film A Perfect Fit. Nadia Arina and Reval Hadi build chemistry that impresses the audience when they look to each other. That flutter seemed to adorn the screen, so it was easy to catch that the two of them were indeed worthy to be united by fate, which is more often through coincidence. Jurjun Abraham is increasingly seen as a jerk, like a similar role in his previous films. Angika Bolsteri seems not to really understand how to animate two arrogance of a modern man. And then, not to mention the presence of supporting across actors, from high-flying actors and actresses whose acting quietly cannot be dubbed, starting from Christine Hakim and Mantias Marcus Ayu Laksmi and others. As um as for its weakness, this film has a gap in the story of conflict that moves at a slow pace. The main conflict about the main conflict about the lack of choice for Sasuke and Ryo to choose each other tends to be boring because there is no effort to come with a resolution that can increase the adrenaline of the story. This film is too busy telling that love is way of destiny of fairy tales that revolve more around change, instead of examining how struggle is much more meaningful. From all considerations regarding its strength and weakness, the film A Perfect Fit does appear very charming with Balinese sundries that accompany it throughout its durations. Unfortunately, the problem of love as the main conflict is only attached without trying to find a way out. And the last is about moral views. What is moral views we can take from the films? The moral views that we can take from these films is to marry someone you really love, not just an arranged marriage. Maybe in it there is an element of taking advantage of each other, such as only taking advantage of their world, so feeling is number one. Thank you for watching my presentations, and if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments column. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.